Happy weekend, folks. Welcome to another episode of What Are We Doing on the Farm this week? Seems to be the same thing every week right now, but we actually have a really nice day and this weekend. A little bit more wet. We had some rain this morning, but other than that, it's a pretty nice day. So I'm going around cleaning out water troughs, cleaning out stalls, getting everything cleaned up. So cleaning is pretty much the story of the day. Don't have a heck of a lot to talk about today, but we are kind of getting into the spirit of the winter months here, trying to get everybody prepped and ready for cooler weather, which we've had. A little bit warmer today, so it's kind of bouncing back and forth, but got a lot of things to do in this season. It's nice because it slows down. You don't have as much time in the day to get things done, but we still got a lot of things to do. Next month or two we'll be pruning in the orchard, still working on the turkey coop. Hopefully that'll be done this weekend and turkeys will be moved out. Speaking of the turkeys, we'll be talking about them in a little bit, but got some pretty, I guess, exciting news on that front. We're just chilling out, working on everything as usual. This back pasture fence is still not done. Hopefully I'll be working on that here soon. Did order up a electric fence charger, so I gotta plan how to keep the cows contained while I work on taking down this back fence and getting everybody keeping everybody secure. Over here at the ponies, Peanut's being a little bit chippy today. Farrier came this morning, gave everybody a pedicure, so he's all happy. They're just so fun to watch. But we're working on it. Chickens are still not laying. I think it's kind of to be expected here. We're in the shortest part of the year, not a lot of daylight. They're still stressed from the move. They're molting. The youngest birds are still too young to be laying. Got a lot of things working against us, but hopefully in a couple months they'll just be dropping out eggs. We're looking forward to that. Our egg stock is a bit low these days. But we're still getting duck eggs pretty good, and we'll be looking forward to seeing how that all works out for us here. Probably, I would say February, March, things will start picking up on that end. As far as the goats go, we swapped out Opal and Jasmine for Belle and Ruby. Belle didn't want to stay in the pen. So not sure if she's going to be if she's been bred or not, but hopefully in April we'll be looking at having a few kids on the ground. So lots of fun little things going on, but it's really quiet and subdued here. Yeah, everything you kind of expect for fall. One of the things that maintenance has us doing is keeping animals healthy. Got loose minerals for the cattle. And as you can see, anything that Maya thinks is food is her favorite thing in the world. She will follow me to the ends of the earth. Isn't that right? She'll even get in my way when I'm trying to pour it. There you go. This is something to keep in mind with animals. It's not just food and water that they need too. Herbivores definitely need minerals. That's why you see salt blocks and things like that for horses and cattle. But they're great. I love them. So, what are the big plans for 2022 coming up? Well, it's kind of hard to figure out what those plans are. One of the big things I've actually kind of learned how to do over the last year has been realize you kind of got to take it slow. It's very easy to get overworked and burned out and everything like that, but especially with this whole fence situation, getting the pastures in shape and everything like that, it has caused me to actually take some time and see what's going on the farm in general and things that we need. And one of the things that we're quickly realizing is that we don't have enough space for the animals, at least for the bigger animals. And part of the reason for that is we are utilizing about half of our property for the animals. The front half of the property is all clean, pasture, garden, things like that. So we're going to be kind of focusing this next year on trying to make things a little bit more roomy, because one of the things we want to do is make sure that our animals have as much of a I don't want to say natural life as possible, but as much of a non-processed life as possible. I'd love them to be as much grass-fed as possible and things like that. So one of the things that we're thinking of doing is in the back half of the property where we have all our woods, been trying to figure out exactly how we're going to deal with that. We have some flooding issues back there, but it's all wooded, and we were going to leave it more wooded and natural so that we could have some trails back there and things like that. But in all actuality, I think what we're going to do is clear some of this out. What you're looking at back here, right back here, all of this is right behind the pond. You can see that berm up there. That's where the pond wall basically is, and you can see this low area up front. It just gets lower and lower and lower and back, and by the time you get to the back like third of this wooded area, it gets underwater, especially when it's really wet. 2-3 feet of water sometimes. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do here, Christina and I have been talking about it, and we're going to go through and start thinning out some of these trees. We were talking about harvesting some of these bigger trees up here. You can see like this guy right here. Yeah. You can see they're beautiful, straight as a pin. Would be great for turning into lumber. We may do some of that with some of them. One of the problems we've had, and if you've watched any of our videos, especially dealing with back behind the pond from the ice storm and everything, because it's a lot wetter back here, a lot of these trees have fallen over. And our idea of making this into kind of a more of a nature walk, cleaning this out on a regular basis, and making it safe for people is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a lot of maintenance, and combined with needing more space for the animals to be able to graze, I think the goal is to clean out some of these smaller trees, the ones that are just a few inches around, and get more sunlight coming to the ground, and hopefully stimulate grass growth back here. We get it cleared up and safe for the animals, not the whole thing, but at least a decent portion of it back here, to come up with yet another pasture that we can rotate animals through. And the other side of it too is what we were thinking with this back area. We were thinking about using further back as pasture originally, but that puts animals further away from us up front at the house. So if anything's wrong or if anything needs to be taken care of, it'll be harder for us to do. So having it closer up here, we'll be able to tie it in with the fences up here, get corrals and paddocks to be able to move the animals around a bit quicker. And I think it might work well. Yeah, it's more fences to put up, but hey, you know, farming is all about fences apparently. So that's probably our biggest thing on 2022 that we're looking at as far as projects go. But I guess our big goal is going to be breeding for 2022. We're actually going to be starting to try to make the farm more of a business than just selling eggs. We'll be hopefully breeding the pigs here in the next few months so that we can at least have 1 litter of piglets. With any luck, Maya and Herbie will breed. Still not sure. I mean, they may have, but most of the signs are pointing to that hasn't happened yet. And then working with the goats, hopefully we'll have you know, 5 or 6 kids on the ground here early mid-spring. And then the other thing we're going to be doing is with all the birds, hopefully we'll be getting in meat birds to work on. I'm excited about that. And the turkeys too. As mentioned, we'll talk about them in just a minute. But yeah, we're actually going to try and make some product around here over this next year. And with any luck, y'all be able to enjoy some goods from the farm. So as previously mentioned, getting to the turkeys. So check this out. Say hi to Dexter and Dee Dee. Dexter is our blue slate Tom. Dee Dee, pretty sure, is our Royal Palm hen. So as I mentioned, next year is about breeding. And one of the things that we're looking forward to is turkeys. So I did a little bit of research because I was kind of curious about what breeding these two together would end up with. And there's a mixed breed called the Blue Palm, which has attributes of both the Royal Palm and the Blue Slate. It's more like a grayish blue turkey with a little bit of mottling and the band on the tail, and they look really cool. So if genetics work out right, any eggs that we hatch out of these guys, about 50% of them should be Royal Palm primarily. 50% of them will be Blue Palm. And they look beautiful. But more importantly, at least for our sustainability and what we're trying to do on the farm, we'll be having turkeys. I love watching these guys. They're so fun. So there you go. Some updates of what we're up to and what we're planning to be up to next year. And these guys, definitely looking forward to more of these. Hope you enjoy our video, and if you have any questions or want to reach out to us, you know where to find us. And as always, if you want to help us out, best thing you can do, subscribe to our YouTube channel, come post some comments, like our videos, and more importantly, just support us any way you want to. We'll catch you.